So now, this is a little road here that's up in this place. It's kind of a hippie compound is what it turned out to be. This is where we parked. And Christy's wanted to go down this hill. So that's what we wanted to stay in, was the treehouse, but it was taken. But even still, no, I don't think we would want him to come and stay at this place. But pretty cool. Here's the Hobbit hole, which is Christian, of course. See the Christian cross up above the Hobbit hole. Okay, we want to show you guys. Here's the goats.
No.
Here's the goats. There's the chickens. There's nothing like the smell of a chicken coop wafting into your home when you're trying to sleep at night. Yeah, and by the way, I did hear Bigfoot noises last night. The ones they always document on the stupid Bigfoot documentary. The high-pitched howling. Woo! I actually heard him last night. Ducks in the show. Okay, so come over here. I mean, you gotta have a Buddha. If you didn't have a Buddha, it just wouldn't be complete.
Maybe Buddha. And then we gotta put our special stone.
And this is one way right here to make a concrete wall. You just leave concrete bags out.
Wait for it to
Until
rain.
they wait for it to rain and it turns to concrete.
That works.
So here's a Buddha.
Buddha.
What does it say? Maitreya.
Here, this
Mystery.
is our honeymoon.
You're going to take our honeymoon rock right there, and you're going to put him on the Buddha. And this says joy on it, so that's what that means. Keep going here. Show you that. So, yeah, here's this. This is actually the coolest building. I mean, it's got these really like granite tiles, and you've got like this. It's like,
And this reflects the light onto the
that's
plants. So it's coming from both
that's
sides.
right. This is. I'm trying to figure out if this is, because that's a constellation. I'm pretty sure. And I'm not sure which constellation it is. We'll have to look it up. But it looks like Hercules or something.
Right.
So,
There's another impressive mural alongside this wall. I don't know if you caught that.
along which wall?
The side of this wall on that communal building.
Okay, this is the witch's castle or something like that.
Oh, right.
That we stayed in.
Right here you can see on that.
Oh,
Tells you exactly what it is.
Witch's hut with a little sign of the devil marking the 5-pointed star inside of the circle. And so you can hear the dogs. You can see how gorgeous it is where we are. We're in the middle of the mountains here in Northern California. Now we can go in and take a little tour of the witch's hut. There's no power. When they said off-grid, I thought they meant solar power or alternative energy, that we would have electricity, but no, there is no power. So you go up these, kind of like, almost like a ladder, and then you can see where we slept. Kind of cool. It looked really appealing. On Airbnb. Kind of a cool, the way they built it. It's pretty cool. But you can hear the dogs, you can hear the ducks, you can see the garden. Yeah, it's just kind of a unique place. tree. The thing is, it's not a redwood. I'm not sure what it is. What kind of tree it is. Is it an elephant tree? Or is it just named that because it has these like elephant feet? I mean, that is an enormous tree. Okay.
You're gonna come through too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you through. I'll follow you through.
It's like a fungus.
Oh, it is like a big mushroom right here.
It's hard. These are the things you would see in the likely story that I read. So, why wouldn't I believe it?
I seriously think I like this more than Muir Woods. Yeah. Because Muir Woods is like this, but not quite as cool as this.
They wrap around each other, and I feel that's what's confusing is that it looks like one huge, massive tree, but it's actually three separate trees that go together.
They're kind of impossibly tall. Yes. Wow. Okay, we're gonna go up this canopy trail.
Weddings down here. Several weddings take place each year before this beautiful tree.
Wow.
This is comparative.
Wow, though, guys. Seriously. Holy criminy.
Walk around it so you can feel how large it is. Massive. These steps going up the middle of the.
Oh, there's steps. Oh, yeah, those steps.
That would be,
Wow.
that would be a great workout. Your morning
Yes,
workout.
that would be a great workout.
Beautiful workout. Wow.
What is it all wearing? Okay, we rode the gondola up, and now we are taking their extreme, rugged wilderness trail back down. What does it say? Do not enter dead end. Don't get lost. Bigfoot lives. We're switchbacking down now at this point. The camera can't catch it, but it's steep enough to where we're actually kind of going down backwards, holding onto these ropes to get down out of these forests. You can see all these redwoods. Yep, look at this. I'm at the base of a redwood. It's just, and it breaks into like 6 or 7 of them and goes all the way up. And you can see all these redwoods right here. This is a true redwood forest where almost every tree is a redwood. Kind of windy here, but this is was only a few miles north of the trees that we were just looking at. Big redwoods. Now there's this coast. Wow. I just went over the handlebars. Got it all on film too. Woohoo!
Waterfall down there?
Yes. Wow. So cool.
First ride. But we're not finished yet.
No, half of our first ride. Cool. Talk about deep shade. Right now we're right along the Oregon coast, and we're actually walking what they're calling the Oregon coastline or Oregon Coast Trail. But the shade is so thick here because of the canopy that nothing can live down here on the ground. It's all dead because the canopy is thick, doesn't let any sunlight through. Look at the what? Oh, are they because of the wind? Right now we're on our way to Gold and Silver State Park, which has some incredible falls, Gold and Silver Falls, and this is what Oregon looks like, just everyday Oregon, on all these roads that we're riding on to get there. Pretty incredible for a couple people from Arizona. We are not used to seeing this kind of. Even Utah. Okay, so we have driven in about 25 miles from Coos Bay, which is near the coast, and here we are. Look at these redwoods, coastal redwoods. You can barely see the top. That's one of the few where I got to see the top. or kind of. But these are all coastal redwoods right here. Just incredible. So we have basically Golden Falls, which is the lower trail. Then we'll go to Silver Falls first. Walking along, we got these redwoods all around us. Oh, Christy, look up to your left. There's a big, huge boulder.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now where did that come from? Seriously, where did that come from? You start to see the falls way off in the distance through these redwoods. This one right here, right in front of us. Goes up.
Mike didn't tell us about the redwoods.
Nice little surprise.
Yeah. And I think these are bears.
And really, this is a Yosemite level set of falls, and this is the Silver Falls. This isn't even the Golden Falls. Incredible. Especially with all the redwoods. Oregon's giving California a run for its money, that's for sure. And you can see over there, all of those trees, those big trees, are redwoods. Okay, here we are coming up to Golden Falls. Wow.
It looks like she has got a home right there. She's got a shelter.
That deer.
What if it's domestic? A domestic deer.
Right now, Christy and I are trespassing on private ground. You come in over here, you drive up through here to get up on top there. And this is a ravine. We're kind of in this, you can kind of see, this is the very bottom of the ravine. This ravine goes up for probably another 300 yards, 200 yards, maybe 300. And you can tell it's a group of neighbors who have come together and they've made a trail system all the way up this ravine. And I'm not talking like the cheesy trail system. I mean, like somebody laid down gravel and leveled it out and put in retention walls. Unbelievable. That Grendel is the name of a monster.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Okay, welcome to Banks. We're about ready to go to this Tualatin Valley. This is just outside of Portland. And it's like how many miles? 21?
21.
I didn't realize how much farmland there is in Oregon. I mean, a lot. Pretty much every valley has been cleared. A lot of farmers. Right past.
What?
Yeah, just keep driving past me. So we went about 8 miles on this trail, and I would say 80% of it was uphill. And so Christy and I are pretty excited to be able to just kind of enjoy the downhill, kind of coasting through this beautiful Oregon trail. So this is where you want to start. We started about 5 miles too soon down the flatway. If you start here, you pretty much climb immediately up into the mountains, and then that way you spend a lot more time. So Manning Trail. The coolest thing I've ever seen. You see this? You can hang your bike up. You can hang your bike up on these. You can pop your tires with this. And then look right in here is all these tools that are on the end of this cable. Now, that is such a cool idea. Have all these tools. They got hex Allen wrenches. They got all the tools you need. These cables. I know, right?
That's so nice.
And they have a pump.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can hang your bike right here.
Loading platform.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah. So
But-
this would be a good one.
So we're here at Manning, but I think Buxton's the best one if you want a good climb, because this is all up, all up, all up, and I think it gets all the way up to about right here and then back down into that valley. But so if you want a shorter one, what was the next one up? There was Buxton.
Yeah, Buxton up till this is where we got right.
Top hill. Yeah, that's where we're gonna.
And then for a good ride down, you could start right here.
You could start there and go all the way down to Banks.
There's a little bit of climb, but not.
Yeah, yeah. Sweet.
Bridge of the Gods. It's the island out there.
Welcome to Washington State. This is the Columbia River. This is the Columbia River Gorge. And everything is closed today except for this bridge. Kind of a bummer. So this is where we're staying. These cabins right here. And out back here you can just see these big giant trees. The whole thing is just gorgeous. And look at this light green is just this spring. This is all new growth for this year, which is just incredible. Incredible. We just saw a tree stump that had flowers growing out of it. Just everywhere you go. Just gorgeous weather too. It's always in the 70s, low 70s. We're going to Christine Falls inside of Mount Rainier National Park. Some of the biggest ponderosas I've ever seen, and tons of other species. The trees here are so thick couldn't walk through a forest. You'd have to cut trees down, basically. Wow.
So the Klamath one must be the one that connects them.
Yeah. Goodness sakes. Get yours out. There's a car line. Wonderland Trail that goes all the way around Mount Rainier, 93 miles, and we're seeing these giant ponderosas. It's crazy how big they are, especially since ponderosas are so common in Arizona, and yet their size here. It's what could happen if you had enough water. Christy's found something over here. Just the base of a big ponderosa that's fallen over. So here's a giant ponderosa that's fallen. And we're going to stand next to this one just to give you some scale. These are just the same ones that are in Arizona. And yet they are giant. Here, on this thing. We have another one growing right next to it. Because this is Washington State. And there is a tree everywhere that you can possibly have a plant growing. There is one growing. This rickety bridge on the Wonderland Trail. Look at the size of this. We're in the same land of twilight. I figured it was time for Christy to know that I'm a vampire by seeing me glow. No, glitter. I glitter in the sunlight.
Oh my gosh, you're glittering.
And then what would you say about me, Christy?
You're my brand of heroin.
You're my own personal brand.
Our own personal brand.
Get it right. Come on. You can't mess up the prose of Stephanie Myers. Shakespeare / Stephanie Myers. It's like this umbrella. It's really cool. But you look closely, it's just a regular pine tree. It just keeps going. I don't know. It's like something traumatic happened because it's totally off kilter.
Yeah, it starts
Yeah. That base right here better be strong, that trunk. So, just listen. It's so peaceful and quiet out here. You know what I'm missing? Polka music with accordions. Ponderosa is so old. Look at his bark. I mean, you gotta be old for your bark to be that huge. Just ginormous. Rainier, and we've just found some graffiti from some of the protesters. This must have been a really conflicted protest. Yeah. Who knows what it'll pick up. I turned the camera on just to see. Who knows what it'll pick up, you know. May pick up nothing. Yes, it seems dark. Okay, can you stay right next to me? Okay, my eyes are adjusting finally. Looks like... Yeah, we're actually coming to the other end. Oh, sorry. Get more, lean more to the.
Arrowing in.
Yeah. People had to hear me coming. It's probably kind of scary.
What's that? Okay.
Sit down here.
Wow.
Take a few sunflower seeds. Fine?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Quite a fall.
It's a great idea to take old rails that are no longer being used and then just asphalt right over them.
Yep.
And then they put picnic tables and little places to stop all along.
It's beautiful the entire way.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. And think of all of the places in the U.S. that could do this.
So this is where we've been staying for the past 2 days, in a little town called Kingston, Idaho, which is just outside the larger small town called Kellogg, Idaho. Anyways, it's an old high school that was built back in 1930, and some cool people restored the inside and made it an Airbnb. I think they may also live in it in this half of the house. And then this other half is where we've been staying. So I'm just going to take you on a little tour. This is the entryway. There's still a lot of school memorabilia here. And in this case they have pictures of sports that they would have had. Looks like wrestling and football. I mean, it's just really cool. Old trophies. Pictures of it when it was first built. And George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. This old grandfather's car. And they have a bunch of old desks. That may have been original to the school, I don't know. And maybe these old light fixtures. But I'm sure there were a lot of school dances and classes and all sorts of things that went on in here. But this stage just makes me think that we should rent this out sometime and have a family talent show.
Christy, you guys want to get your butt back out? Yeah.
Good job.
on, Jonathan! Keep rolling! Keep rolling, Jonathan! Oh.